Hey, good Friday evening to you.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, I said it right. Good Friday evening to you.
That is correct.
And not only that, it is Friday the 13th.
That is correct also.
Ooh,
Pretty
it's
spooky.
all about all those Friday the 13th horror movies and stuff like that, right?
Friday the
Ooh,
13th.
13th, yeah. I didn't know you caught that. I was trying to play that off real quick.
No, no. That's all right.
Hey, good morning or good morning.
So you used
See,
to say
see,
good
Bobby
morning.
D done messed me up, man. You know,
Yes.
working this, doing this Friday night thing is really getting to me because I'm saying, say good morning, everyone. Well,
It is the
let's,
second time.
yeah, well, it's really getting to me because I'm
Okay.
starting to get delirious. But let me start fresh again. Good evening, Danetta. Happy Friday the 13th to you.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes. Yeah. So you are not seeing things. We are here on your Friday night viewing pleasure, the CCI radio show, coming to you live from Pandemic Press Media Studios right here in the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It is the crazy smooth one, Sam C. Smooth, and the always never crazy Angel of the Airwaves, Bobby D. Your favorite weekend duo is back
That's
on your
right.
Friday night for the Friday night special.
That is correct. That is correct. And the wizard is in the house. The wizard.
Hey, Wizard, good
Hello,
evening to
hello.
you, sir. He says, I can't stay long, but I'm happy to be here.
Oh, we're happy you're
Well,
here.
yeah,
Happy you came.
yeah, we're happy you guys are here too. You guys know normally we don't do this on a Friday night because that's not what we do, but we've got some things to do tomorrow and we will not be here, but stay tuned because if you were able to see I posted something in one place but didn't post it in the others.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyway,
Sounds
stay
good.
tuned for that. We'll go ahead and get this special Friday night edition of the CCI radio show, and that show begins
Right now.
That's right. The CCI radio show is sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can find them on Instagram. That's IG for those of you who don't know. And you can send them a direct message on there if you find something that you like, which we know that you will.
Of course you will.
Or you can do it the other way. The other
Okay.
way is you can send them an email at vibrantsouls@gmail.com. So shout out to the lovely Rio and Vibrant Souls, our sponsor. We definitely appreciate you. So thank you so much for tuning in to our special Friday night edition, which is normally every Saturday morning, as you can tell. So
We know.
I just like to reiterate that. Hey, what's up, Michael?
Hey.
Good evening to you. Thanks for jumping
Mike,
in and saying hello to everybody.
yes.
And good evening
Good
to
evening.
you.
Good evening on this spooky October Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Friday the 13th, all about like black cats and Friday the 13th movies and just any type of horror movie, you know?
Well, of course, I always have an interesting story because always something out of the box always happens to me. I don't know why, but that is okay. That is okay. Just ride out this thing called life and just make it work for you. But
Okay, Prince.
absolutely have to.
This thing
So
called life.
we had one of the facilities I work for. We were inspected yesterday, actually, and we're so used to them inspecting us at the end of October. So when they showed up yesterday, we're like, wait, what? What's going on here? So, everybody got themselves together. Everything was great, was perfect. But what often happens is the inspector will come back the next day if they can't come in earlier the same day,
Mhm.
and they'll go through all of your paperwork, everything. So they go through all of the paperwork and they're doing these audits, basically, is what they're doing. Checking to make sure all your teachers are certified, and this, that, that. So apparently, the my physical for last year, for 2022, was not there. And I have to tell you, everybody that knows me, especially on both of my jobs, know that I'm on top of all of those professional developments and immunizations and and I have no idea how the last thing they had for me was 2021. Very strange. So of course, I'm looking through stuff, and Sam C was looking through stuff today, and said, "Oh, okay. You know what? I'll just make an appointment for today, and we'll just do that. That's it." And it's funny because I'm like, I know I was poked and prodded and pricked and all that stuff all last year, and I'm like, well, I had more than just a general physical. Always, period. Anyway, long story short, I go to a place today, and I made a quick appointment, was able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I got there, I spoke to this wonderful lady. She was very nice, she was wonderful. And what always kind of happens to me is that I always end up making a friend or two when I go somewhere. So she immediately showed me pictures of her kids that she had sitting there on her desk. And then she showed me pictures on her phone, and we started talking about other things. And she's looking through this paperwork, and she says, "Bobby, I'm so sorry. You can't get a physical today. You have to get a TB test." Oh, of course I do. Of course I have to get
that's always
a TB test. And you know why I had to get the TB test? Because on the paper that the job gave me, they forgot to mark in that I didn't have any communicable diseases. So of course I had to get my TB test. So for those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't teach, you have to get this TB test done, and they get you a thing, and they stick you just underneath the skin, and you have to come back in 2 days and get it read. So as long as your skin doesn't turn into, as long as you don't turn into a wombat or something, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you're not growing a tail yet.
I don't seem to be growing a tail or anything, so it should be good. But you have to go within the 48 hours, or in 48 hours. Because if you miss the window, then you have to do it all over again. And then you could get the physical. So after all of that drama today, I didn't get the physical. I have to go on Sunday. And the thing is, it has to be after the time that you did it. So I was there at 4:50. They stuck me at 4:50. So I can't go back before Sunday at 4:50. Of course, Sam C and I scheduled COVID shots for Sunday before all of this drama showed up for noon.
I feel so bad about that. I wish I could have changed the time.
It is what it is. That's about right. It's Friday the 13th. So when I told the lady, she says, "Well, who do I need to get in contact with just to make sure that things are paid?" I said, "Oh, okay. You have to, I won't tell you what my supervisor's name is. I won't say it. But he has a name like one of the famous horror movie And she said,
that could be anyone.
right, it could be anyone. So I'm not saying the name. But she said, is that really his name? Or are you just kidding me because it's Friday the 13th? So no, I swear that's his name. I swear. And she says, well, as long as he doesn't have any black cats or anything jumping out, whatever, we're good. I said, all right, sounds good. What a day, what a day.
I feel so bad that you went through that today, but you said you met some new friends.
Yes. So that lady was very nice. Yes. And then the lady who stuck me, come to find out she lives 2 blocks away from here. Yeah, she lives 2 blocks away.
We probably seen her before.
Absolutely.
They probably just didn't know she was.
Yes. So she said that she has a primo view of whenever parades happen in our town.
Oh, yeah.
And she said that we could come over. She said we could come over. That's what she said.
She shouldn't tell us that.
She said we could come over and we'd have a primo spot.
Because I would.
I told her that you would, and
I'd be like, hey, that's what my husband said. Oh, nice to meet you. Where's it? Is this the primo spot? Okay, yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
But then you'd probably ask, where's the food, right?
Yeah, I would.
I know you would.
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
So, fun. So we have to end the night on a fun note and watch a scary movie.
Oh, we are. Yeah, we're going to watch something scary tonight.
Are we going to watch a Friday the 13th movie?
Maybe. Could maybe.
Could be.
Depends on what we find.
Okay.
And
you want to watch Chucky?
Chucky.
No, not Chucky.
Yeah, maybe Chucky, we'll watch him this weekend.
We'll see.
But looking into the comments, let's see. Another says, she's like, yeah, everybody's saying hello. And another says, Mike then took over my lazy boy again.
That's good.
It seems that seems
Mike,
to happen a lot, doesn't it?
I heard that, but Danetta has quite the comfy lazy boy.
Hey, so do I. But hers is probably better. And Mike is laughing. And thank you, Danetta, for sharing our show tonight and just sharing everything that we see you share. So don't think we didn't catch it and didn't get a chance to say anything to you. But thank you so much for that. And Robert says, what if Sam starting showing signs when Bobby gets these shots?
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, my eyes would be like Michael Jackson's Thriller.
That's very true.
So funny.
That's very true.
Danetta says, Mike and I just watched the TV show Chucky. I'm sorry, Chucky. Savage.
And what did you think? Was it good?
Yeah, we were thinking about that. We just kept laughing at the trailer of it. And we're like, I can't believe this. I'm like, he just won't go away.
No, he's not going away.
They
won't let him
go. No, he keeps coming back.
He does keep coming back. I'm sorry,
he keeps coming back like I don't even know exactly what this is coming
like a bad rash.
Yeah.
How about that?
Like a bad rash.
I'll say that.
Coming back.
Like a bad rash.
Like a bad rash.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's Friday the 13th and all, but I wanted to take this time to. I don't think she is in here tonight, but for those of you who have seen our post, we want to give a shout out to Zelma Higgs, our newest audio contributor for our audio shows. So congratulations to her. You're welcome aboard. We're really happy to have her as part of the audio shows, Gospel Excellence, Love Notes, the Back to the 80s and Back to the 90s podcast. So you will be hearing Zelma's voice in rotation very, very soon. So we are really excited, and she was really excited as well.
Yes.
And I was just so excited for her to see how excited she was.
Yes.
And it's going to be great. She sounds good. And you guys are really going to like her sound. It's going to be another great way to start off our shows. Of course, I always want to give a shout out to our current contributors who sound amazing as well. We got the Wizard.
That's right.
Robert Sear. We have Lester the Connector Green. We have Summer Rae.
Summer Rae.
So yeah, everybody just sounds so awesome.
That's right. That's very true.
So yeah, you never know who else may come aboard.
You never know.
But we're really happy to have you guys, and even you watching right now. You guys are CCI Radio Show Pandemic Press Media family. You're here week after week and time after time. So thank you guys so much for that, for sharing our content. And while you're here, we always say this,
thumbs up.
Yeah, you make sure you do that.
Let me check and see how many thumbs ups.
Sharing the content like you guys do. And before the show is over tonight, we're going to announce a name for the Loyalty Club contest that we're running. So just to let you guys know, I don't know if I've said this to you before, but this is going to be for Christmas.
Oh.
So this is going to be something that it's going to be a Christmas gift. So as many shares as you get, we're tallying them up. So whoever has the most amount of shares is going to get a Christmas gift from us, and maybe something else involved too. But right now, aiming at Christmas.
Sounds good.
I think you guys will appreciate that. And Robert says maybe Danetta will be an audio contributor soon.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know, Danetta. Robert called you out.
He sure did.
And so are we.
He sure did.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you have a great sound.
That's very true.
We're not blowing smoke. We've heard your sound.
Maybe she should sing it.
There you go. And Michael says, "Keep up the good work, Selma." Yeah, Selma's one of a kind, man. She's real cool, laid back, and like I said, that was quite a surprise the other day when I received those, and I kind of had to joke. I was even joking with her. I was like, "What is this?" I was like, first I thought it was spam, and then
you actually listened.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, good thing I deleted these. So
that would have been a disaster.
Yeah, it just really, really sounded great. So yeah, Zelma, again, welcome aboard. And Robert says, I want to hear Danetta.
Oh.
All right, Danetta.
Don't Robert, get yourself in trouble.
Hey, the wizard called you out again. Were you wearing your sunglasses at night?
That's it.
Because you can?
Because I can.
Or so was it? Where are my sunglasses? So I can.
I can.
So you can.
So I can. That's all you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
If my voice wasn't terrible, I would go a little further. I'll wear my sunglasses
Yeah, okay.
Off beat.
Off to me. That was off beat. Yeah, we're both.
You went on a different beat than me.
Yeah, well, I was kind of sound like a video game, so I know I'm off beat. You don't sound off beat. I do.
Well, I sound off key.
And we sound better fit for the shows than we do now for.
Yeah.
Well, at least for me. At least for me.
For radio.
Stop that. Because we just saw that last night.
All right, let me just keep it like this.
Well, you're real cool. Real cool. Well, I'm going to quote from one of my favorite movies that you turned me on to years ago. You're so cool, Brewster. Maybe we can watch that.
Oh, there you go. That's true.
You're so cool, Brewster.
I can't stand it.
Well, you can't stand because I said that?
No, that was the next line.
Oh.
After he said, you're so cool, Brewster. Then he says, I can't stand it.
I'm going to have to watch that part again. I don't know that part.
I've been watching that show for 150 years. I know what he said.
Okay. Does anybody, let me ask the audience here, does anybody know what movie we're talking about? It is a horror movie. It's kind of funny too.
It's a funny horror movie.
Anybody know what we're talking about?
Oh, that would be a good, should do a
For trivia.
Yeah.
We can do it now. We don't have to be long on it.
Okay.
All
right. What do you?
We missing the comments here. Let's see.
Okay, you check the comments. Should I check for something?
Yeah. Danetta said, "I'm a behind the scenes undercover chick." Really? Robert said, "I'll even give up my time frame."
Oh,
wow.
Robert.
Then Danetta said, "Y'all funny." Robert said, "Cool Bobby." He like Cool Rider.
Cool Rider. A cool rider.
We're just naming all the movies tonight.
Cool rider.
You need your jacket.
He could burn me through and through. Whoa.
You need your jacket.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You don't have one. Not that one.
I don't have that one.
Yeah. But
all right, I'm looking for it.
Yeah, while you're looking for that, I'll go ahead and say.
Are you going to say the trivia or will I?
Oh, we'll say it together. We can take turns.
Okay.
So you guys may have noticed that there was no Cooking Fun with Mrs. Covage this afternoon. Well, there's two things for that reason. Number one, we are going to be out and about tomorrow.
Yes.
So, we're not going to be doing our live show because that's why we're doing it tonight, of course.
Correct.
But we decided, well, actually, this is something Bobby I should have listened to her. She always makes the best decisions. Sometimes I'm just like out there. But Cooking Fun with Mrs. Covage will be one time only. And I want to state this, one time only. We're going to put something in our 10 o'clock Saturday time slot tomorrow morning. And that's going to be Cooking Fun with Mrs. Covage. And that's going to be a special Saturday edition of the show, 10 a.m. Eastern time, right here on our YouTube channel. So you guys, it'll be taped, of course. So you guys will at least have something to watch in the 10 o'clock time frame, because we kind of thought about it and then kind of had a comment that kind of came out, and we kind of chuckled about it. Not trying to name any names, but we don't want to have any empty days.
There you go.
That we normally would have things on. So kind of chuckled at it. But so we are going to put Cooking Fun in tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time. And then you will also hear Love Notes on Sunday night on the audio side on Blog Talk Radio, and where podcasts are available. So you can spend a little bit of your Sunday evening with me. Yeah, we know it's you, Danetta. She said, me. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was kind of chuckling. I was trying to keep it undercover, like the undercover chick, but the undercover chick kind of blew her cover. But that's okay. It's all in fun. And so we're going to have some fun on Love Notes tomorrow night. So I hope you guys will tune in 10 p.m. Eastern time on the audio side. So that's already been posted. So you guys know that's coming up on Sunday night. So
sounds good.
Yep.
That sounds good.
And now it is time for some horror for Friday the 13th. This should be good. Am I going to fail these questions?
No, you should remember this question from actually a different horror movie that came out much later.
Uh-oh.
But I don't know if anybody else watches.
I might not get it either.
These shows, these movies like I do.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll find out how good I am.
Okay.
And Robert said, check, please. Laugh out loud. And then Danetta's laughing at Robert.
Okay. In the movie Friday the 13th, who was the original killer?
Ah, I know where you get that from. I know where you got that from.
I know you do. I know you do.
Just to let everybody know, Friday the 13th, of all the horror movies, is my favorite.
There you
Bobby
go.
D knows that so much, and she probably knows it so much she's sick of me for saying it, but because we go round and round, back and forth. I mean, I know who her favorite is because he wears a Christmas sweater. But on the other hand, my favorite character is really slow.
Ooh.
But somehow or another, he can make it from here to 50 miles from here in like 2 minutes.
That's true.
And we don't know how that
is. Are you giving
is.
away the secret?
No. No.
You're giving away the original killer in Friday the 13th?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Just checking.
Actually, I'm not.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so Mike said Jason.
Okay.
Danetta said Mike said Jason. Robert said I was the killer.
Oh, jeez.
And my sweater looked amazing. That doesn't count, Robert. No.
Oh no,
Okay, so
Robert's mixing up the movie.
No.
So he mixed the movies together.
Okay, so we got Robert, who gave an interesting answer, and Danetta said what Mike was saying. But Danetta, what is your answer though?
Ooh.
Come on, undercover chick.
You could win this. No, just kidding.
Did that thing work?
Yes.
Okay.
I used it yesterday.
Okay.
Now, the original
crickets
killer.
Yeah, the question is again,
Friday
who?
The 13th.
Yep. Just like Bobby did say, who is the original killer in Friday the 13th?
Do you want to give out the... Oh, wait. Danetta just said something.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared of scary movies. That doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Doesn't count. It's not an answer. No.
Well, then that means she...
Won't let you off the hook this time.
Well, that means she doesn't watch it, honey.
Yeah, well, got to pick an answer. Got to pick something.
She picked an answer. She didn't watch it.
You better pick Peter Rabbit or something.
No.
Hey, he could be Peter Rabbit could be the killer. There's killer bunnies out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
There could be. Oh yeah, I remember that weird thing. What was that? What was that movie that had all those different minuets? That the Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone, yeah. The movie, right? And when the little boy was like wishing different things would happen or something.
Oh yeah.
And when his uncle like pulled a rabbit out of the hat,
the crazy rabbit
thing. that was a killer rabbit. And I was like, when I saw that, I was little and I was freaked out about that. I was freaked out about that.
Let's see. Danetta says, "Okay, Robert." Then. Right, so I guess this question must have stumped everybody. Well,
yes.
So let's see. Mike said Jason. Robert said he's the killer. Danetta doesn't know because she doesn't watch scary movies.
And the lurkers, none of the lurkers said anything. So
yeah, well, that's okay.
That's okay. That's all right.
So you want to give them the answer for that one?
You can give the answer. Go ahead.
Okay. So the answer to that question,
Mike was close.
He was close.
He's got the right movie.
He's got the right movie, but the wrong person. If you watch the very first Friday the 13th, I'm going to sound like another movie. I should say, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The original killer was Mrs. Voorhees.
The original killer in Friday the 13th was Jason's mother, Mrs. Voorhees.
Oh, here's good, Mike. I love scary movies.
Well, that's all right, Mike. We're going to give you another chance to win.
Yes.
We'll give you another chance to win.
And then Danetta said, I bet the lurkers know too. They probably do.
They probably do. All right. I'm gonna give an easy one because I know that Mike said that he loves scary movies.
Oh, he'll probably get them all.
He's gonna definitely get this one because I'm gonna make it easy. In the original Nightmare on Elm Street, who was the main female character?
Ooh.
Not the killer. Not the killer.
Oh, okay.
But
I see you.
the one.
I see you.
But the one that the killer was chasing after.
I see you.
The most. I mean, he was chasing after everybody all the time, but
Robert said, "Wow." And then Mike said, "I was so close." Yeah.
You were close. You were close. You're right. But we could also do something with that too.
Yeah, we could.
Like,
I like the second question too. This is good.
I bet Mike will get that one.
Mm-hmm.
Mike will get that one.
So again, Nancy.
Yay!
Got that one.
Yay, Mike. Okay, write down that Mike won. He won.
It depends how many questions you ask him. Oh, he won that. He won that.
Oh yeah, he won that one. He won that
I'll
one.
put Mike. I'll put down.
He won that one.
Okay, and I'll put down. I'll put a check mark. Means 1 point.
And then, all right. Do you have any others? We could go for what the little dialogue you just did about the original. What movie did that come from?
That might be too easy.
That might be too easy.
Yeah. That might be a little bit too.
Okay.
Robert said, "I have to leave this room. I'm sorry, and please, everyone, have a great weekend." Oh, have a good weekend,
Thank
Robert.
you, Robert.
We'll see you soon. Yeah, thanks for stopping past. We'll see you soon.
We will see you soon for sure. Thank you for coming.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
And then Danetta said, "Glad you stopped through. Was and enjoy your weekend."
That's right. Have a great weekend.
So yeah, we
got Friday the 13th. Friday. Okay, you want to do another one? You want to come up with one?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of which one I could come up with. Robert says, "Love you guys."
Oh, love you too,
Love
Robert.
you too. Have a good night. Enjoy the room, or enjoy the other room.
The other room. The other room.
That's not bad. Enjoy the other room.
Enjoy the other room.
I need to think of better terminology there.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
Let me think here.
Let's see. Do you want to do a newer scary movie?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
or a or still stick with the
kind of maybe stick with what we were doing.
Okay.
It's just a matter of just trying to figure out what.
Okay.
Trying to come up with one.
What? Let me see. That might be too easy.
Depends on what movie you're picking.
In the movie Fright Night.
And Danetta said that sounded suggestive, Sam. Hey, I wasn't trying to sound that way. It just kind of came out that way. Sorry. Bad Sam. Sorry. Slap on the wrist in that. Sorry.
And let me see. Should it be the original Fright Night?
Yeah.
Or Fright Night?
That's the one I like better.
Okay. All right. In the original Fright Night, what was the vampire's real name?
Ooh. Spooky.
Spooky.
Totally rad.
Total eclipse of the heart.
Yeah, total. Yeah, that too. That too.
So.
Suddenly, I'm thinking of Terry Nunn. After what we saw last night.
Yes.
Yeah, and realize how cool she was.
Yes. I love Terry Nunn.
Yeah. You're probably like, Terry, what are they two talking about?
So, let's see.
See, Bobby's putting a cool shade. This is you know what we should have done if we. I don't know if I can't find them. We had our old 3D glasses.
Oh, I know where they are.
Well, we can get them next time.
Okay.
Because I'm sure we'll, you know, what she said. Danetta said IDK. And Mike got a phone call.
Oh, Mike could have gotten that one. All right. We'll see if the lurkers are.
We'll give another minute for that.
Yeah, we'll give another minute for the lurkers. For the
lurkers.
For the lurkers.
Yeah.
How many lurkers do we have tonight?
Yeah.
See, if the lurkers would have spoken up, you could have won something. See how that goes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Danetta, there's still hope for you. You think of a name. Jerry, Robert, Tommy, not Sam.
Timmy.
She
Bobby?
said repeat the question again.
In the original Fright Night, what was the name of the vampire? What was his actual name? He actually had a first and last name.
Danetta's gonna hate us. She's like, I can't stand you two.
No, she won't.
Like, I told you I don't watch these movies. Why can't you ask me something else?
Because it's Friday the 13th.
Hey, when it's Friday the 14th.
Yes, Friday the 14th.
Whenever that is. Actually, looking at next month, there is no Friday the 14th.
Oh, well, that's all right. All right, so
It's Friday the 17th.
Friday the 17th.
That's not helping.
All right. 10-second bell. Put a 10-second bell.
You really did put a bell on there, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that means time's up.
Time's up. His name was. Do you remember?
Isn't it Jerry Dandridge?
You got it. You got it.
I almost messed up the first name.
Almost messed up the name.
I almost said Eugene.
Oh, geez. Now
that don't sound right. Jerry Dandridge.
Jerry Dandridge.
And one of his most favorite lines that we laugh. Oh, actually, there's two of them.
I've seen all of your films, and I must say, they are very amusing.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Danetta said, I need to step up my scary movie game. Well,
Danetta, you probably wouldn't be afraid of the
Fright Night.
The 80s and 90s scary movies.
Well, look at it this way. The 80s movies, you know what's going to happen. You're going to have some chick running through the woods. She's going to trip.
Yes.
Trying to escape whoever it is trying to chase them. And then they're going to go, they're not going to make it. We already know where that's going. The 90s were a little bit more sadistic.
Yeah, a little bit. But then it really started to get out of hand in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
It started to get out of hand, like Saw and all that stuff.
I'll be honest with you. I think that's a little bit too much for us.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much.
And that's saying a lot.
Mm-hmm. And the Squid Games.
That's a little bit too much.
I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
We watched
two episodes. And
two episodes. And, like I said,
got the nerve to have it in our favorites or watch list.
Yeah, it's in the watch list because we're going to try to finish it, but I don't see that. And that was when it first came out, and that was out before the pandemic. I don't even remember when it came out. It was terrible. The first episode was horrible, mostly because of though not to give anything away and not to freak anybody out.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say that the kid game, back in the day, we used to play red light, green light, yellow light, stop, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
After watching the first episode of Squid Games,
I was done.
I refuse still to this day to allow my students to play that game.
I don't blame him.
Refuse.
I don't blame him.
And I will not allow it. One of the teachers looked at me like I was crazy. I said, no, please don't play that.
Wow.
Please. So we're going to have to play something else. And she said, oh, well, no, Bobby, it's no, we cannot watch that. We just can't. So there you go.
Wow.
And there it is. So.
Well, she said that she did like the Scream films.
Oh.
They were funny to her. I did watch Squid Games, but it was a challenge, but good.
Did you watch all of the Squid Games?
She says, I know what scene you're talking about, laugh out loud. And then she said, wait till you see the other games.
Nah. I don't know if we're going to make it. I don't know if we're going to make it.
Like that was even too much for us.
Yeah, that kind of.
Tell you.
Yeah. However, my teaching partner, who you would think would not watch something like that.
She loves it.
She loved it. She
just sat there and had her popcorn ready. She's just sitting there popping the popcorn like it's nothing, sitting there watching all the stuff happening.
Yeah, I was surprised that she actually made it through that. I wouldn't think that she could make it through that type of movie, but yeah. So anyway, do we want to try it for a scream to see if Miss Danetta will win?
Scream.
Yeah, she said she watched the Scream movies.
Okay. Now let me. I better ask this question right because I may mess up.
Well, let's find out.
I know where
Danetta, have you seen all of the Screams? Like the entire?
She said she must be talking about Squid Games.
Oh, Squid Games.
I did watch the entire series, surprisingly.
Oh, okay, for Squid Games, yeah. Ugh. Too much carnage for the first episode. Too much carnage for me. I
got a question, or I do have a question.
Okay.
Relating to Friday the 13th.
Oh, Friday the 13th movie?
The movie.
Okay.
So we talked about Jason's mother being the original killer.
Right.
Now, when Jason first came out, he didn't have a hockey mask on.
That's true.
So here's the question.
How did he get it?
No, not how he get it. Which Friday the 13th sequel did debut Jason with his hockey mask? Was it 2 or was it 3? Because he started out doing his thing in the second one. But he could have had the mask then.
That's true, because he was in all of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
He just wasn't the killer.
Right.
He wasn't the original killer.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Then it's like I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of a simple question, honestly.
Okay.
Like it's like, when did Jason first appear with his hockey mask? Was it sequel 2 or sequel 3?
Okay. Sounds.
Then depending on what's asked, I'll ask the second. I'll make it a 2-part question.
Okay. All right. Should I try to guess too?
Yeah. yeah, why not?
Probably not.
Yeah, why not? Okay, Danetta said I'll guess 2.
I'll I'll guess 3. I don't know.
Believe it or
I'm
not,
not sure.
you are right.
I'm right.
Yeah, it was the third one. The reason being, okay, now I was about to give this answer, but yeah, believe it or not, Jason debuted with his hockey mask on his face in Friday the 13th, Part 3.
Okay.
Now, knowing that he appeared with the hockey mask for the first time in Part 3, what was he wearing on his face before that? This was in Part 2. Any takers? Because he put the hockey mask on in Part 3, but he was wearing something to disguise himself when he first debuted, technically in the second one. Any takers?
Oh, wait. No, I was thinking of the wrong movie. Sorry. I was thinking of Michael Myers.
Mm-hmm.
But that's wrong. Sorry. Wrong one.
Any takers?
He was wearing a...
Now this is in the second one. He debuted in the second one, technically.
Right.
But he was wearing something on his face. He was wearing something that was not a hockey mask.
A potato sack.
Right. That's exactly right. Yes, he was wearing. Yep. Well, then it's a hockey mask. No, I'm sorry. That's the wrong answer. Anyway, no, I just had to do that.
Okay.
But no, he
Danetta should remember that from screen.
Yeah. No, the hockey mask he debuted in Part 3. He did wear a potato sack over his head in the second one with one hole to show one of his eyes.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Now, what was the movie called that Jason and Freddy Krueger were in together?
You're kidding, right?
Any takers on that one? Because that mixes.
Wait a minute. I could get this wrong.
Okay.
I have it in my head, but I think I got it backwards.
Okay.
No, I got it right. Yeah, any takers on that one? I'm not even looking. I think I know what the answer is to that because we've seen it a million times. Yeah, and it's funny.
Actually, I just saw another interesting question there.
Man, that goalie's really peed off, man.
That's right.
Danetta said Freddy versus Jason.
Hey! Yep. Danetta got it right.
Yes, she did.
She wins a prize.
Yes. Of course, we have to put her name down. The question is, can she beat Mike? Because now they're tied.
They're tied.
But Mike's probably not around. Danetta might win it.
That's okay. I'm feeling generous. Give them both a prize.
Oh, that's nice of you. Yeah, okay. Well, you heard it here first. Bobby D's feeling generous, so she's going to give both of you a prize.
That sounds good.
And Danetta said, didn't see, but remember the title. Yeah, you should remember this because remember what we talk about. She loves Freddie. I love Jason. So, and she said, Mike is still on a phone call.
Oh.
So Mike, you got off the phone. Tell me it's Friday night. Like all business calls are Monday through Thursday.
Yeah, that's right. All business calls. Actually, business hours are over.
Yes.
Even for Friday.
Yes, you told Mike business hours are over. So any business that he has to tend to is Monday through Thursday. And then officially at 5:00 p.m.,
4 o'clock. Did I make it 4?
Or 4 o'clock, 4 or 3 or 4.
I don't know.
All that stuff is over. You can go to my voicemail.
Tell them that
Tell him we said so.
That's right. Tell him he could get back to them on the next business day, which is Monday.
Yes.
Unless it's a holiday.
Yes. And tell him to turn his out of office on.
Yes, please turn the out of office on. Because you will find
it works wonders.
It works wonders. And sometimes people just don't understand that business is business.
Right.
And business has hours. And the business is closed.
And the business is fun. So, and yeah. So,
okay.
Like I said, that was a good one.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to find out what the first horror film was, but all I'm getting is...
You mean the very first one?
Yes. And it came up history of horror films was described by author Siebert Solomon Prower as difficult to read as a linear historical path, with the genre changing throughout the decades based on the state of cinema, audience tastes, and contemporary world events. And that came from Wikipedia. I guess that, and I was looking for the first horror movie. Oh, maybe it might be what's called The House of the Devil. And that was in 1896.
1896.
1896, not 1986.
That's before they had isn't that when they had the...
Yep, The House of the Devil is considered the first ever horror movie.
Okay.
So how about that?
I got another one for you. That's interesting.
Okay.
What was
Googled?
Yeah. Okay. Well, what horror film was filmed within the Pittsburgh region? You should know that. It's a classic. You don't say it. We've seen it.
Okay, I'll type this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
It's a classic.
It's a classic.
It's something that pretty much everybody knows.
Okay.
It's not new.
No.
I said it's a classic.
Yes.
And it's something that has been remade more than once.
And I was almost in one of the remakes.
Yeah, you were.
Alexa, stop.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I was almost in one of the remakes, believe it or not.
Any takers on what the name is of this movie? Of this spooky horror movie? Danetta? Anybody? Lurkers?
Lurker.
Anybody? Lurkers?
Lurker.
Lurkettes? Dogs, cats, birds.
The
Gremlins,
the team, management team. Do you know?
Crickets.
Did we scare everybody off?
Yeah, I guess this is...
I think we scared everybody off.
Well, this will be the last horror question.
That'll be the last horror question.
I think this is kind of getting, maybe it's getting out of hand.
It might be a little too tough.
Yeah. We'll give it one more minute to see if anybody
1 minute
may know.
All right, I'll put it 1 minute on the timer. All right, 1 minute timer. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
Now, you know it's bad if the management team doesn't know. Oh, come on now.
Oh,
really?
Come on,
really,
management
guys? Really?
team. Come on, you know.
What are you scared for?
Don't be scared.
Danetta said Norman Bates film. Laugh out loud. No,
ooh, that's a good one.
We like those.
That's a good one. We should watch that.
Hey, man, we can.
That's a good one.
Psycho.
Psycho.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Oh, go a little mad sometimes.
But then you gotta get me a sandwich and milk.
Which is the strangest combination.
Well, back then when I was a kid, I mean, think about,
When I was a kid. You weren't a kid in 1960.
No, but I mean, when I was a kid, what type of sandwiches were they eating anyway? Was that peanut
I
butter?
don't know what that. Well, if it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, then yeah, that's okay.
Milk.
That scared me. I forgot I said that. I forgot I said it.
So this is the final horror question of the night.
Okay.
Name of the movie, the classic movie, iconic movie that was filmed in Pittsburgh and the surrounding areas. The classic Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah. And I was almost in
1968.
Yes, that was 1968. And
it was Pittsburgh and surrounding areas.
Yes, that is correct.
I think it was filmed in, wasn't it one of the malls or something? Like Monroeville?
Let me look it up here. Let's see. I haven't gained experience of directing. That is a George Romero film.
Yes.
Motion Picture Association, Night of the Living Dead. Premiered in Pittsburgh on October 1st, 1968.
Mm-hmm.
It grossed $12 million domestically and $18 million internationally, earning more than 250 times its budget and making it one of the most profitable film productions ever made at the time.
Wow. That was a horror. And that is the year before I was born.
Yay!
You have Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead. And let me see now. Okay.
Looks like it had a very low budget too.
Yeah, it had a low budget. Took place between July 67, January 68, mainly on location in Evans City.
Mm-hmm.
The cast and crew consisted of the production team's friends and relatives, local stage and amateur actors, and residents from the area.
Yeah, well, like I said, surrounding areas.
Yeah, right.
Pittsburgh surrounding areas.
Absolutely. But it premiered here in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
The premiere happened here.
Yeah.
That includes 5 sequels. Okay. Night of the Living Dead created a successful franchise that included 5 sequels released between 1978 and 2009, all directed by Romero. Remakes. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Remakes, revisions, release, related work, legacy. Okay. Okay, so Dawn, was that Dawn of the Dead? No.
Yeah, those are like spin-offs, I think.
Rise of the Living Dead.
See, there's a lot of remakes to this movie.
There was a lot, yeah, because that wasn't even the movies that they were talking about here.
No.
Tony Todd, the Night of the Living Dead 3D.
Ooh.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
And I get our
And
glasses for that.
Night of the Living Dead Darkest Dawn. I think that was the last one.
Oh. Okay.
No, I lied. From Romero. There's another one called Mimesis, Night of the Living Dead.
Wow.
That's weird.
Okay. There's a lot of Night of the Living Deads.
Night of the Living Dead Resurrection. Night of the Living Dead 2014.
Wow.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, folks, stop it.
Okay.
And there's even some that, they've got Night of the Undead. That's the, wait, and another one that was in 2022. And this latest one, Festival of the Living Dead, was in May of this year. So it is still going on and on and on.
Wow.
Crazy. Crazy. But the one I was in could have been in was the Day of the Dead. I think that's the one that was filmed in Monroeville Mall.
Okay.
In 1990.
So you had a chance to actually be in 2 movies.
Yeah, maybe I'm just not supposed to be in the movie.
Yeah, we'll talk about the other one later. The other one was not a horror film.
Not at all.
The other one was an iconic film.
Was an iconic film. That is
well, actually, the other one, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But
so anyway.
Yeah, so I think we had enough horror on our show tonight. So,
okay. All right. Sounds
We'll
good.
let everybody off the hook. You want to thank you guys for joining us. And before we get ready to close out the show tonight, we do have a name that we're going to call for the Loyalty Club, and it's Olivia Doswell. So Olivia Doswell, you have 24 hours
From right now.
Yep, to respond back to us and say that you heard your name on the CCI radio show, and maybe win a little something.
Sounds good to me.
Just if you get back to us. But in the meantime, within the Loyalty Club, make sure you guys continue to click, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you continue to share, because the more you share our content, the more that you can find us more subscribers. That's just going to make it even better for you to get a Christmas gift.
Oh, that sounds good.
So yeah, we're going to do something for you guys for Christmas for this year. And don't know what, but we'll be talking about that soon. And also, it's kind of hard to believe with it being the middle of October now.
Mm-hmm.
We can start talking about two things. Your book signing coming up in about a few weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be at Aladdin's Eatery in the Waterworks Mall section of Fox Chapel, Pittsburgh region, surrounding area. And, for those of you watching, make sure you come on out, meet, greet, and meet, greet, and eat. You'll be able to meet our lovely author right here, my better half, Mrs. Bobby Covich. Show some love for her and her new book, hashtag Mrs. Covich's Teaching Diaries, which you did a really great job on that.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome, and everything you do. And we also will be talking about this and probably in weeks to come, but we are getting ready for our 12-year radio show anniversary.
Really?
For the show. So that's right. The CCI radio show 12-year anniversary. It's going to be, the actual date for that is New Year's Day, 2024. But we're not going to be on the air New Year's Day because I believe that's a Monday.
Is it?
Yeah. So
is it?
It'll be on Saturday, December 30th.
Interesting.
So we'll be talking about the new year and talking about our anniversary for the show. So we'll have some fun with that. Love Notes tomorrow night. Make sure you tune in. I'll have some great music for lovers for you guys. I'm glad there was a lot of good feedback on the previous Love Note show, where we kind of did it for the grown and sexy, if you will. And
this is for the cool and
so hopefully this one that we're going to do on Sunday is actually just as good. You guys enjoy that one as well. And then also this coming week, there's Tuesday Talks with Bobby D. There's just a week for my credit tips on Wednesday. Tuesday Talks on Tuesday, credit tips on Wednesday. And no, wrong week. Wrong week. It's kind of going. I was like, oh, Halloween. No. So no. Love Notes, Tuesday Talks, etiquette class. I'm kind of missing something. Didn't I just do a credit tip? Yeah. It's getting late.
All good. Yes,
it's getting late.
And I don't know if we're going to make it to watch any movies.
I know. And the return of the Back to the 90s podcast with Bobby D. It's going to be exciting, y'all. Great 90s music. Cooking
I'm
fun.
Excited.
Yeah, me too. And cooking fun.
I look excited.
And cooking fun returning back to its normal time slot for next Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And then, Lord willing, it'll be the CCI radio show I looked at the calendar.
Huh?
I'm looking at the calendar. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, me too.
Oh. Yeah, the TLC podcast,
Wait, what
possibly.
is happening? Oh, okay. There's all kinds of things on that calendar. There's everything.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at, just kind of going off here and seeing what all.
Okay.
But
just checking.
Yeah, but other than that, that is it.
Okay.
And thank you for the management team for always helping us out. We appreciate you. And
I think somebody's trying to send me a picture or something.
Yeah, me too.
You too?
And And Danetta says thank you. Well, we definitely appreciate you, Danetta, for everything that you do. And
yes, we do.
Yeah, and also I want to give a shout out to Bridget.
Yes.
We
Bridget
had her on our show last week, and she's such an amazing person, and we definitely want to have her back on the show soon.
Definitely.
And make sure you follow her. That's Bridget Cannon's So Random Show.
Yes.
On YouTube. Hey, I got it right.
You got
on
it right.
YouTube and I believe Facebook as well. I know it's Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But yeah, follow her on YouTube as well.
That's right.
But other than that, that's it for tonight, guys. Again, no Saturday show for this show tomorrow, but you can tune in to Cooking Fun with Mrs. Coverage. Special Saturday edition tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yes. Eastern time, right here on our YouTube channel. It will be taped, but it will be ready for you to watch within the 10 o'clock hour. So
sounds like a plan.
All right.
I just found out who that was that sent something.
Oh. Okay, you can tell me afterward.
Okay.
All right. So other than that, guys, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we will, Lord willing, see you. Yeah. Yeah, get some sleep.
Because I think we're both a little goofy right now. So.
Yeah. And like I said, make sure you guys subscribe to our channel, and we just appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Thank you so much for joining us. And happy Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Ooh.